Namaste, Virgo. This is a December reading for you. It's a little late. I apologize. I should have known there would be some kind of problem. Even though I started super early, I have YouTube in my inbox, in my DMs constantly. There's always something going on with my channel. So that's what's been happening. That's what has kept me from you. But I'm here, and this is going to be your reading beginning with the World, Major Arcana card 21. Something's coming to a complete and utter end. It will cease to exist in the way that it does, but it may take some time. So I know this is like being eased out of a situation, living condition, relationship, circumstance, job, career path, something eased out of one and into another one. Very similar to the Tower for me, but the Tower is abrupt, unexpected. This is, comes with some sort of warning. Like with the job, I apologize, I have to let you go. We will be going out of business in 90 days. So it's not like get the heck out today, like the Tower is. It's you have 90 days and then we're going to shut our doors, and something's going to come to a complete end. So that's what that's about. The next card is the Lovers, Major Arcana card 6. So whatever this is that's coming to an end, the World is a fire energy for me. This represents the sign of Gemini most directly. Gemini may be somehow involved with you, or maybe it's Mercury, right? You and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, so maybe it has something to do with that, or something that Mercury rules, communication, transportation, that along those lines, and or a relationship. It's tied to a relationship, and or a heart versus head decision. The next card is Major Arcana card, the Empress. So maybe the Empress is your mother or yourself as a parent, or something having to do with business and abundance, whether or not maybe to go forward with a pregnancy that is perhaps problematic. Maybe your life is in danger or something like that. Sadly, those types of things happen, and that could be why it's such a difficult decision, heart versus head, but something will ultimately come to a complete end. Or this can be the giving birth. As a matter of fact, I have to be honest about this. I looked at this and I thought about a stomach and like giving birth before I knew that the Empress was there. And I didn't say it. I don't know. I saw this like ring and I just thought about it like a pregnant stomach. Maybe twins. Or she's got these two identical like rods of they look like they have a flame on either end. I don't think they actually do. I think it's just a baton, but that it's shaped like a flame to me. Maybe twin fire signs. So that could be what comes to an end finally, is a pregnancy. Maybe now, in the month of December. Oh, that would be twin fire signs maybe. Maybe somebody's having them in December, a Sagittarius or a baby, or Sagittarius twins. Because this is twins also, of course, this suit of Gemini. And Sagittarius is our mirror sign, our opposite axis. So it could very well be something like that. And the next card, of course, is the suit that Sagittarius would fall into, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands in reverse could definitely indicate a delay. So maybe somebody is overdue or something, and that's why they're waiting. Like, I can't wait till this pregnancy comes to an end and I actually have baby or babies here as a result. Or again, it could be something like giving birth to your baby or babies that's not literal, but like maybe your own company, a new job, a new path, some sort of idea that you bring to fruition. And the next card is Major Arcana card 15, the Devil. We got two more, perhaps twins here. And the Devil represents the sign of Capricorn, which follows Sagittarius. So could be a cuspian, or maybe it falls into Capricorn instead of Sagittarius. Maybe that's the delay. Like, you're supposed to have a Sag baby or supposed to start your new business in Sag time frame, and now it's rolling into Capricorn. Aside from that, this could also be tied to the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction, right? Because Jupiter is the planet that rules the sign of Sagittarius. And I'm getting all this, even though we didn't see any Sagittarius cards until I finally made it to the Knight of Wands in reverse, I was getting all this Sagittarius feels, beginning with the World, which I said represents fire for me. So Jupiter and Saturn, Capricorn's ruler, have a major transit on the 21st of December, which is also the winter solstice. And what makes it so rare is that Jupiter and Saturn will come closer together than they have been since the 1600s, since the time of Galileo. So they're going to be within 10 degrees of each other. And that's not expected to happen again until 2080, which is not that far off by comparison. That's only 60 years away. But it hasn't happened in a couple hundred years, a few hundred years. So this may be what this is about too, a major change in your life too. And so again, something coming to a complete end, perhaps, or you breaking free from something that you feel has you stuck, trapped, like a job or a living condition or relationship. You being released from that thing, breaking these chains with the energy of the solstice, maybe. The next card is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So it could have to do with your finances. Finally, like something breaking free there. And the next card we have is the Knight of Cups upright. That's also, something, some sort of action. Look, the Ace of Cups in reverse. So again, a delay, strength, more fire. Knights for me are about action, whereas pages bring news. And so maybe there's some action, like I said, in your finances and or family. The Ten of Pentacles could also be about family for me, and security and protection and providing and all of those things, which definitely could be connected to parenting again too. And that brings us to the Nine of Cups. So this is also a very positive card. It's a yes, first and foremost. Like, it could be a yes or no question, especially with regard to relationships, particularly romantic. It is a big resounding yes from the Minor Arcana. But it's also about your prayers being answered, wishes being granted, dreams coming true. Very the star-like, except, of course, the element is different, and this is Minor Arcana, and the star is major. Behind it is the Queen of Pentacles. So something, again, that we've prayed for, wished for, hoped for, dreamed of, very possibly occurring in our household, with our family, or in our actual home. Could be remodeling, changing our environment. Maybe, again, a new addition to our environment. Even if it's, a pet, something, or, if not a child, or something that we're bringing, or our environment. We can look at our environment in a different way. My environment maybe extends to my job or to a company that I own. I'm surrounding myself with things that make me feel happy, make me feel secure, make me feel comfortable. The Queen of Pentacles is also one of these nurturers, like a mother type. She is a Virgo like yourself, or a Taurus, most directly, honestly, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And the next card behind her is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So like some of these maybe worries perhaps coming to an end. Again, possibly having to do with some sort of connection or partnership, maybe that ended recently, or had some sort of difficulty recently. So maybe something involving two people, like a pregnancy, like I said, a difficult pregnancy or something occurred recently. That time is over. The Lover's also back here. I mean, I could keep going like this because it's also another, it's not the Knight of Wands, but it's the Page of Wands this time. And the first card, this would have been the card that most directly represents you, but since it fell away, I'm just going to use it as an extra one for everybody. But it is about things looking up and getting better, and sort of getting over disappointment, loss, separation, betrayal, feelings of doubt or pessimism, and oh, woe is me. and beginning to realize instead that you have a lot to be thankful for, and life isn't always as bad as it can sometimes feel. And the reason for that is because everything is temporary. So when we have experiences that we prefer not to have, it's important to remember, like, this too shall pass. All right, so this card, like I said, we'll just keep this out here for everybody. This next card will first and foremost represent you, like in a general sense, over the course of the month of December. And it's the Ace of Wands in reverse. Surrounding energy, close friends, family members, co-workers, things going on at your job and all of that. It is the King of Swords in reverse. Work and finance directly, specifically. The Empress is back. She too is in reverse. And love and relationship. Boom. Boom isn't necessarily bad. We'll see in a moment. You know what? We'll see right now. I'll pull another card for you to go with it, to clarify the Tower. And it's the Eight of Pentacles. All right, as long as everything is in frame, I think we can start from the beginning with the Ace of Wands. But I'm tempted to pull another card for this, because one thing I see already is I think that somebody may end up, like somebody, I think this is because it's not going to be for the whole group. How do I put this? Is maybe like asked to have an abortion, or maybe has an abortion without sharing that with their partner. And that causes a major problem. That's not what the Tower means in terms of love. It just means that there is something that shakes up a relationship. And like I said, that can be a positive thing also. But with the Eight of Pentacles upright, although that's a positive card too, and it's about putting our efforts, from where we want to get the outcome, like reaping what we sow. In terms of love and relationship, it can be about focusing on work and stuff too much, and therefore, not meeting a partner. We're wondering if we're single. We're wondering like what's going on, or it can mean if we're already in a committed relationship that either we or our partner or both, our work or something is getting too involved in our relationship, like it's getting in the way somehow. And with the building on fire, of course, that could have something to do maybe with COVID. Not that the building would actually just burst into flames because of COVID, but I mean, like, there could really be some sort of crisis at the actual workplace, or reason why you need to be there. Maybe you're, an essential worker, but it's creating a strain around the relationship. So I just want to pull an extra card over there. I don't mean to jump the gun. So Six of Pentacles in reverse can be about us needing to look at what we may need to give to the relationship, and or how open we've been to receiving. Like when it's upright, it's positive, right? It's about especially in love, really unconditional love and exchanges without looking for anything, in response, like no agenda. I'm freely giving to you, you're freely giving to me. We're both freely accepting because we are, not because we have something in mind, or we're not wondering, we're not distrustful of like, why is he or she, doing this for me, giving this to me, There's none of that. There's equity, there's equality, there's mutual, adoration and love, there's reciprocity, all this kind of stuff. But when it's in reverse, there can be imbalance. And it's often us that needs to maybe consider how well or not we've been doing with, giving and or receiving. So we may be the ones, for example, if it does have to do with a focus that's too much on money and or work, we may be the ones that need to address, like, am I interested in this relationship or not? I'll put one more. It's the Ten of It's the Ten of Pentacles upright. So somebody's very, very concerned, like I said, with their security, their financial security. And it is very much affecting their love life. But the Ten of Pentacles, specifically as it relates to love, means like we don't really have anything to worry about when it comes to our love life. We may think we do, we may feel like we do. So maybe it is our partner that's working so much. And we're like, is my relationship going to crap? Are they working? Are they with somebody else? Do they not care about me anymore? What's happening? And the answer is that, again, there's nothing to worry about with the Ten of Pentacles there. So I didn't mean to read that whole section, but I just couldn't get past that one part. Another scenario, again, and this is another one that's not going to be for a lot of people, this may be for one person, is somebody, again, leaving a relationship. So that's the blow up, because they do feel unappreciated and like they've worked and worked at this relationship and it's going nowhere, like fast. So they're going to go to one that's going to make them feel like the Ten of Cups. And that is what they've been hoping for. That is what they've been wishing for. A stable environment, happy home. And it's been getting to them. It's been driving them crazy for a long time. This other partnership that they miss caused heartache even. But that's what they're going to go and seek it. And it's probably somebody from their past. The Page of Wands in reverse can be about finishing something you started a long time ago. So maybe getting back with an ex. And I've said this before one other time during a reading. I've thought about it before one other time during a reading. There's this line in this song. Let's finish this thing that we started so long ago. We never knew we'd make it this far. And it is from Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married. Well, when you think about us yes, that's how it goes. When you think about us finishing something that we started so long ago, I never knew we'd make it this far. So somebody that you had a close relationship with before, getting back with them, and you could very possibly create a family. The song is called Let's Get Married. All right, so now I'm going back to the front, and we won't need to revisit love. And I think we completely handled love and relationship. So the Ace of Wands in reverse can have to do with childbirth. I got to mention that since I kept seeing that and talking about it. Also, of course, new relationships, connections, business opportunities. Actually, speaking of pregnancy, if you are not interested in getting pregnant, this is also an indication that you need to take some sort of precautions, if that's a possibility for you. And it also talks about us having like a lot of reasons that we should be happy, but instead feeling some sort of anxiety. So it's about figuring out what it is you're worried about, because everything is going good. Can be about brand new relationships that I mentioned those. And in the case of what I was talking about, maybe a breakup, and then I said going to be with somebody else, that could be what this is. Ending something that we've put a lot of work into it. It just never worked out. And we're finally going to acknowledge that, leave that alone, and then starting something new. But, it may take a minute. It may not happen instantly. It may involve even like a whole process, a divorce or something. Who knows? Because, this is, I don't know. Because that's what I'm getting. I feel like I left something out. It can be about good possibilities at work, and maybe that's what you're worried about, because the Empress can indicate like that we're not necessarily sure how we're doing at work, but the fact is that our work is greatly appreciated and admired, and we're respected and appreciated. But the Empress in reverse is somebody who can have like dysmorphia. Like when you look at yourself in the mirror, when you have body dysmorphia, you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't see that you're attractive, but everybody else thinks that you are. It can be like that, but just let's say in terms of work. So I don't think I'm doing well. I don't think I'm, attractive to people. I don't think they like me. I don't think they appreciate me. And you're wrong. So this can definitely mean positive things happening at work. So maybe despite the fact that you don't feel so awesome, there is some sort of progress for you, a promotion or something in the work. So it's just some sort of recognition, pat on the back. Listen, thanks for all the effort that you put in. to this company and all that kind of stuff. I mean, ace is a positive, but if I was going to say like a negative, the biggest thing to watch out for with the Ace of Wands in reverse is like having difficulty remaining focused, which I think is not uncommon for a Sag. And I'm not even ugh, for a, I don't know why I said a Sag. I guess because the wands. So or maybe this is in whom you or with whom you're involved. For a Virgo, I meant Virgo. I was going to say not unlike a Gemini. We're both ruled by Mercury. So that my slips of the tongue are typically not just slips of the tongue. They tend to mean something. So that may mean something for somebody, or again, it can be that Jupiter energy. So that's going to take us into the King of Swords in reverse. So this card may just be representing the planet Mercury again for us, by which or whom you are ruled, as am I as a Gemini. This is a very forceful energy, and it may be an actual person in your life if it's not you yourself, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone like into those traits or attributes. King of Swords for me is often like a lawyer or a judge, so it can be about legal proceedings and issues, situations that we have going on, or serious issues if they're not actually of legality, like are involved in court, but some other sort of like professional issue, contracts and different things, including, again, marital and stuff like that. And what it says is that you can't always get somebody, and I think it does have to do with your love life. Okay, well, it means you can't always get somebody to, agree with you or believe you or see things as you do. And like being a bully and trying to force them is not going to work. Like we need that equity, we need that equality, that mutual understanding, respect, all that stuff that I talked about before with the Six of Pentacles. And there comes a time when you just realize it's not coming. It's not there, doesn't exist, and I've done all I can. So whether it is with regard to your love life for you as an individual who's watching, or it falls into some other area, or maybe you feel like you don't experience the King of Swords energy at all, we're probably surrounded by this kind of force that is very, very heavily masculine energy that could just be surrounding us. And it may help us to keep that in mind so that we're not like stubborn to a fault. So that brings us to the Empress, which I already talked about. Like I said, it can mean very positive things with regard to work. The Empress may be an actual Libra, maybe this King of Swords, Taurus, or Gemini, maybe this King of Swords, that is in your life, represents the planet Venus, and she is the ruler of those signs. This card also, with regard to finances, specifically as opposed to work, is about your thoughts, right? And keeping a positive conscience. It's weird because it's the only card that I can think of right now that with regard to finances is sort of spiritual. It is really just about you having this positive mindset. So we'll go back to this card where I talked about there's a lot of things for you to feel good about, and a lot of things positive happening around you and happening for you, or that are ready to happen for you, but you still feel anxious, some sort of anxiety, some sort of worry about something. We don't know what the root of that is. So work on that if you're feeling that, because that's affecting your finances, or has the potential to affect your finances. We're thinking positive, we're thinking abundantly, right? We have this healthy relationship with money and or energy of abundance, and we know that we can draw it to us with those positive thoughts, then that's what's going to be happening for you. We went over love already, so that's the end of that. But I'm going to give you guys a little something extra because I was late. And that is, I'm going to pull some cards from these additional decks as well. So this is my 2 more tarot decks. The Angel and Animal Tarots, and these are some soulmate cards. I won't shuffle them in the interest of time, but the overall energy again is the Empress, or the beginning energy, right? Or both. It's time to hop into action Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. We talked at length about what the Empress is about, since we have one right here. And this is, I think, the third time we've seen an Empress for you. So again, I'm going to pull 4 cards. The first one, clarifying the Ace of Wands, is Major Arcana card 0, the Dreamer or the Fool. This is about you jumping into this brand new thing, whatever it is. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams, because that leads to unexpected opportunities. So whether it is a new career path, a relationship, whatever it is for you, jump on in, following your instincts, your heart, your soul, where it's moving you to go. Clarifying the King of Swords in reverse is Major Arcana card 15, Ego or the Devil, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things. I told you I felt like this was connected to your love life. And negative or fear-based thoughts. Yep. So it either has to do with, yes, the material and work and being too locked up in that, and or, again, that's just wanting to break free of a relationship or an aspect of a relationship or a phase through which a relationship has been going, wanting to bring that to an end. Clarifying your work and finance, and the Empress that we have there is essentially the Empress, right? The Queen of Swords. So again, the planet Venus is what is represented by the Empress, ruler of the signs of the air signs of Libra and Gemini. So we have that energy right here. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. So if you're getting a promotion, whatever, you're ready, is what this is saying. It's time to declutter your home. So this can be about, again, your surrounding environment. The Queen of Pentacles that we received before. Declutter your home, clearing away situations that aren't working for you anymore. So getting out of some sort of situation with your job or whatever that isn't good. Again, moving on, moving forward. Or disengaging from people who create more drama than happiness. This is also, the Queen of Swords is also a card that says, like, your instincts are serving you well. So imagine, like, if she's in reverse, then that means they're not. Again, you're getting an image, a picture of yourself that isn't the true one. So the Queen of Swords has the ability for her instincts to serve her well and to follow them to the letter and really be a successful person, and not necessarily need for anything or anyone when she's following those. So that's where you want to get. And lastly, your love and relationship, the 6 of Wands. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship. That can apply too. Like I said, this is somebody that's really working hard here and it's affecting their love life, but it may pay off big time, right? That could be what the 10 of Pentacles is about too. Maybe chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. Of course, and with specific regard to your love life, whether you're remaining in an existing relationship or looking for a new one or leaving one for, a brand new one, then, whatever you do, this is success, okay, in some form, is what the 6 of Spring or Wands represents. So we'll double down on all of that I've already talked about with these soulmate cards, beginning with, and where does the power come from? Comes from within. That's your overall energy. The first card here, clarifying the Fool and the Ace of Wands in reverse, is an adventure awaits. Go find it. So this is again telling you to go after that brand new thing that's just going to really drive your passions. And the surrounding up top, the Devil and the King of Swords in reverse, we have the reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. This could be about the person from a long time ago, or the person that you may be having difficulty here with, if, for those to whom that applies. Work and finance. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. So this is, again, about your instincts serving you well so that you can be independent, self-sufficient, like a Queen of Swords. And, you recognizing all the beauty that you have, all the attractiveness that is you, in addition to all the people on the outside that are noticing it. It's redirecting you toward that. just as we have seen. And last but not least, love and relationship. Let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace. And carry on. I hope you guys have enjoyed your reading, Virgo. It was my pleasure to do it. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. I do try to answer all the comments that I receive. Namaste.